All right, I start by melting 2 tablespoons of shortening. I put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds to a minute. About 30 seconds will do. Should be melted. Okay, I'll add 1 cup of flour packed and leveled off. You want to measure it, pack it down, level it off. That's important. You want to have 1 packed cup of flour. Okay, I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of salt. And then I'll add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'll add a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. After that, I'll put about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I just sprinkled on there. That's about a 1/4 teaspoon. And then I'll add an egg. Then I'm going to put in them 2 tablespoons of melted shortening. I like shortening better than vegetable oil, because this recipe can use vegetable oil too, but I like to use shortening. Shortening gives it a better taste. All right, you're going to use 1 cup of whole milk. It could be 2% off, so it doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. Okay, you're going to add that 1 tablespoon of sugar. Then you'll start mixing. I mixed it pretty good. Like this recipe right here, if you double it up, you can just make double the amount. I feed me, my daughter, and my son, so that's like 3 people I could feed with this recipe. But that's with us eating about 2 hot cakes a piece. So if you're feeding a family of 6 and 4 and all that, you want to double the recipe up. All right, I got 1 pear. I'll peel that pear, and I'll cut the edges off and dice it up. I'm not going to dice up the whole pear, but most of the pear I use. Yeah, I'll use apple. I'll do apple pancakes the same way, but I like pears better than apples. Apples are good too, but I prefer pears, so this is my little creation. I'm always experimenting in the kitchen. Yeah, so I'll dice them up. I don't dice them up too small, not real fine, but I'll cut them. I dice them pretty good though. Yeah, this recipe right here is actually my mother's recipe. She used to make these pancakes from scratch, and after she started giving us the pancakes from scratch, we stopped wanting the box pancakes or the add water pancakes. My mom always made that stuff from scratch. And when she did, man, we couldn't stop eating it. Okay, now I got the batter mixing around, but it's a little thick. So I'm going to add some milk, because that consistency is off to me. I like my pancakes to come out kind of fluffy. So I'm adding some 2% to it. And that was probably like another 2 tablespoons of 2% I added. And I'm mixing it up to get that consistency. Now, the consistency with the pancakes is, well, the consistency that I like. I don't like my pancake batter too thick, and I don't like it too thin. It's like you get it to come off your utensil like this. It's almost not like water, but it's, I don't know, just the consistency. If you add them 2 tablespoons to your mixture, it should come out the right way. Okay, now I added my pears, my diced pears. I put that in there. Okay, after I get that done mixing, now I'll put some bacon fat, which is bacon grease. Well, that's what we use. I grew up using that. You know, my mom's from the South, so we always, when we cook bacon, we always save the grease from the bacon, and we'll put that to the side. And I like my hot cakes with that on. I like that on the griddle with my hot cakes. You know, it just gives it, I don't know, it gives it a different taste. It gives it a taste that I like. But you can also use butter, or you can use olive oil spray, or you can use any type of vegetable oil, any type of thing you want to coat your griddle, do so. Okay, now I'm adding the mix. I'm adding the batter to the skillet. I usually got my skillet at probably like 350. Yeah, about 350 I like it, because I like it to cook not too fast, but kind of fast. And As soon as I see them bubbles getting it like this, it's time to flip. All right, so give it that flip. See, they come out nice and brown. Yeah, I love pancakes. Pancakes is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorites, all-time favorites. I was gonna put butter on it. I usually put butter on it, but I didn't take time to let my stick soften, so it didn't melt right then and there how I would like it. So I just wait to put it on after I get it plated. And this is how they look. Okay, so I'm putting my little butter on the top, and I'll put my butter in between. I don't use too much butter. I try not to. I ain't trying to have high cholesterol. Trying to be healthy, but I don't have no sausage or nothing else with it right now. I usually have sausage or bacon, but I'm on my little stint where I ain't eating too much meat, so I'm trying to stay healthy. But look at me, I'm eating pancakes. That ain't too healthy, but I love it. I got my log cabin syrup, and man, that's the main syrup I use. I like Miss Butterworth's too, but a log cabin is like #1 to me. Man, so it's time to eat. Yeah, I'll make me a breakfast every morning. That's what I do. I'll cook breakfast about every morning. Yeah, you see that pear? Them pears poking out of there. These pancakes, that's what they is, man. You gotta try them. They're really good. This recipe is really good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Thank you and God bless.